diamonds glaring. Keep a nigga staring when you're wearing down a Karen. Or skipping shit to keep a nigga looking at you. In the wrong sense, you can show off your tattoo. Even if you're a Max 2 player.
Yo, welcome to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke, The Luke Show. Yeah, we still celebrating Thanksgiving. That's what we're doing. Hey, yo, check this out. We got a great show today. I'm going to get right into it real quick. But I just want to thank you all for coming here. Hopefully you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there who gave thanks. I know some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I understand that. Some of y'all don't mess with Thanksgiving. Pilgrims, slaughter, all these different things like that. I understand that. But let me just say this here. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, that's fine. Just be thankful for anybody. Be thankful for the people who be grateful and thankful for life, family, enjoyment, and all these beautiful things. Because you got a lot to be thankful for. I have a lot to be thankful for. Listen, man, God gives me the ability to be able to come on here and talk to you guys every day. A lot of my friends have passed away. Every day somebody passing. Every day somebody leaving. So I thank God every day that he allows me to get up every day and be productive and be able to be there, talk to my son, just be there for the kids. And that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? And so what I try to do on this podcast every day, even though people are calling me as soon as I get on the podcast, and I have to tell them I will have to call them back. But every day, you are nice to people. Be nice to people. That's very, very important. Hey, but again, I want to welcome you guys to the podcast. We're broadcasting on 3 different platforms. We're on Facebook. Shouts out to all my Facebook friends. We're on YouTube. That's where we like to hang out at. This is the after Turkey Day edition of the show. And then we're on X. We're on Twitter. So shouts out to all those people on Twitter. Shouts out to the people who are on Facebook, on my Facebook page, my fan page. If you're not subscribed over there, please go over there and follow me. Follow me on Instagram as well, Uncle Luke Real One, just like Uncle Luke Real One on X. And then my YouTube page where all my good friends at. My homegirl, Glow. I see you in the building, Glow. I got a haircut. Look at my haircut, y'all. Look at my haircut. Y'all rather for me to keep the glasses and the hat off and show up my haircut? Or y'all want me to keep the glasses and haircut on? Nah, I'm going to keep the glasses on. Shit, I'm inside. Why am I got the glasses? When I put the glasses on, I was like feeling real cool. I was feeling real jazzy. I was feeling jazzy. I said, let me get on the show today and put my glasses on, put my dumps on. Be feeling jazzy. Yeah, baby. Yeah, what's up? But I got to see you, motherfuckers. I got to see y'all because I got a lot of shit to talk about today. It's going to be a great show. We're going to talk about old Marjorie Taylor Greene. We're going to talk about Marjorie. We're going to talk about, I got to let y'all hear the sights and sounds of Family Band because if you missed the last show. And then we're going to talk about our good friend Donald Trump, who just called. Last week I did the show. The man called the fucking woman, Miss Piggy. This week, this fool called a woman, are you stupid? Trump just don't give a fuck. Trump do not give a fuck. He don't give a flat F. I don't know if I can say this without getting kicked off of YouTube, because if you're on my TikTok page, I get kicked off. I was doing a live last night. They banned me until December the 4th. But Trump don't give a shit. This man don't give a shit at all. You cannot believe what he just said to this reporter. You will not believe it. You will not believe it. Listen to what this man hold on. Listen to what this man just said to this fucking reporter. I can't believe it. Come on, Trump.
Because they let him in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
This motherfucker is wild. You called a reporter last week. He called a reporter Miss Piggy. This week he called. I hope this is not the same person, because if this is the same person, I mean, she's gonna have to file for abuse at some point. Last week, one report he called her Miss Piggy. Hey, Piggy. This week he called a lady stupid. Hey, bitch, you stupid as are you stupid as fuck? Are you stupid? Do you realize Biden let the people hold on. If you just joined me, you gotta hear this shit again.
Here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
This motherfucker is on the shit. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. Trump has no fucking filter. That is the wildest president. This gotta be the most unpolitically correct president that you could ever fucking imagine. The man called a lady Piggy last week. If you listen, I think I'm gonna just have every week Donald Trump greatest moments, because I think this shit on the show. Well, what the fuck did the president say today? Who the fuck did he insult today? Who did he insult? Man. And everybody want me to run for Congress. I'm going to go up there and deal with this crazy motherfucker. Which I can. If anybody could deal with old Donald, I can. If anybody could deal with Donald, it's yours truly. I can deal with old Donald. Courtney, hi, Courtney. I can deal with Donald. I'm still contemplating. I'm still thinking about it. Thinking about the governor. I'm thinking about governor. It's a lot of things to think about. Congress, governor. It's a lot. I don't want to get into that. I got to stay on topic. I do have a script here that I got to get to. So we got to get to Lane Kiffin. You know, I did a post today and got everybody all in a frenzy about Lane Kiffin and what direction he's going, because Lane Kiffin is my friend. We're going to talk about Willie Simmons. I think he should go to South Florida. We're going to talk about James Franklin, the guy who I told you fuckers don't fire at Penn State, and what he's doing over there at Virginia Tech right now. And Shedeur Sanders getting ready to have his second week of ball, getting ready to play again this week in the Antarctics. So we're gonna talk about all this and a lot more, because this. Let me say this, man. Let me say this. And this fucking Lane Kiffin is crazy as hell. This after the game again today, the man took his belt off and gave it to the player. This motherfucker is wild. But that's my guy. I fuck with him. I fuck with Lane. Lane Kiffin is my guy. That's who I fuck with. It's only right. Me and him to be good friends. It's only right. Because he is a special case, and we all know that. He is definitely a special case. But we're gonna talk about this and more. But let me just say this. Y'all president, that man is off the fucking chain. Did you vote for him? Who on here voted for Donald Trump? What's up, Carl? Who voted for Trump on here? Because voting for Donald Trump, how do you really feel right now? How do you feel that you voted for this dude who called a lady Miss Piggy last week, called another lady, are you stupid? Are you stupid? This motherfucker is crazy. I had to go back to that. I know I was getting ready to go segue into Lane Kiffin, but I had to go back to Donald Trump calling these people piggy. And then I'm going to get into old Joey Galloway. Just hold tight. I'm gonna get his ass real quick. I'm gonna get Joey Galloway. But I mean, I can't make this shit up. None of us can make this up. None of us can make this up the way this man be talking to people. You know, but again, it's old Donald, and I guess he gets a pass. If Trump want to say it, Trump can say it. But I mean, what else can Buddy say? What else can he say or actually do? Ain't nobody can fuck with him. He's the president. Ain't nobody can fire him. He can these reporters. The reporters don't work for him, so they can't claim harassment. They can't claim like sexual harassment or something like that. They can't do that. You know, so they're stuck in a rock and a hard place. Either you like what he says or you get the fuck off the plane. It's just that simple. Either you like what Trump says, or you get, if you feel intimidated or you feel some kind of way where you feeling you got little issues as to what he's saying and how he's saying it, then what you need to do is get the fuck off the plane. I guess that's what the deal is, because you can't call HR. I'm calling HR. I'm calling HR because Donald Trump is verbally abused. That has to be the first job a president of the United States can actually talk shit to a woman and not have any repercussions behind it. And have no repercussions behind it. I'm gonna get into the coaching search thing going on. I'm gonna get into that. Just give me a minute. I'm getting there. I just got to get past old Trump. I got to get past Trump. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Auburn. I'm gonna talk about all these different jobs that's available, and I'm gonna get into that. And I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some good news, and I'm gonna give y'all some bad news, because I know a whole bunch of y'all sitting up there thinking it's gonna be all good and gravy for your school, and it's not. That's not really gonna be the case. It's not gonna really be the case, because your school is not going to be reaping the rewards of some top of the line coach. I'm gonna get it. Just let me get there for a second. I'm trying to get out of this Trump. Trump just got me all fucked up right now. I bullshit you not. This dude has me. He got me on a whole nother level. I never seen no shit like this. I mean, I never seen a president of the United States actually call a lady one week Miss Piggy. The next week, he calls the reporter. He tells her, "Are you stupid?" I mean, this fucking dude he off the chain.
Using this as
fucking chain. I mean, we could only just imagine.
Obamacare?
We can only imagine. But again, it's old Trump. But meanwhile, speaking of football, y'all see my man Lane Train win another game? I'm gonna get into it. Since everybody want to talk about, let's go into football. You want to go into football? Let's go into football. Fuck it. Let's do this at first before I get to Lane Train, because that's gonna take up a little bit of my time. Talking about Lane is gonna take up a little bit of my time. Let's go to Joe Franklin. James Franklin is taking all of Penn State players. Now, keep in mind, people, signing day is next week for all high school players. So Penn State has no coach. They have nobody that can keep those players. And 90% of the coaches that's over there at Penn State right now, they ain't trying to recruit for Penn State because they are fired. They get ready to haul ass over there with James Franklin. So every day, Franklin taking another 4-star that was already committed to Penn State and taking them over there to VTech. VTech is a great program, people. I'm telling you, they built brand new facilities. VTech is a great program. Oh, I like that one there. I like that one. I like that. Jawan Sider to Penn State. I like that. That would be epic. Now, if anybody could save the class, but they would have to do that right now. They would have to do that right now. But then they'll be looking at Jawan Sider and say, so Sider, you were here, and that's just, we could have kept James Franklin if that was the case. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. What Penn State need to do is go and get Al Golden. Now, Al Golden spent some time here at Miami. He didn't do good. Started off on a bad foot. But they really do. He did his time. If you're going to recycle a coach, a Penn State guy, he's a Penn State guy. He came here with a fucking tie on until he took the tie off on the sideline. Now he's in the NFL. He was the defense coordinator last year of Ohio State, and we just saw him lock down Lamar. Just go and get Al Golden. Just go and get Al Golden, Penn State, and be done with it. Don't get yourself all worked up. Now, here's another job that's available, University of Florida. They're looking for another coach. University of Florida, LSU, UCLA, Auburn, Penn State, all these people looking for a coach. And all of them in the Lane Kiffin sweepstakes. I guess Florida jumped out of it. Everybody looking for a coach. But let me just say this, right? To all you Ole Miss fans who feel some kind of way that people trying to poach a coach, you're Ole Miss. You're not what they call it, blue blood. You're not a big-time school. Yeah, you might have the same amount of money, the same amount of facilities, but the difference is in Mississippi is not a football state. It's a basketball state. So that's why people feel like they can come after your coach. That's why people like LSU, big-time football state, feel like they can come after your coach. That's why Florida think they can come after your coach. Penn State, you fucked up when you got rid of Franklin. You're going to be set back so far. You're going to be set back at least 4 years before you even become relevant. UCLA, don't have a chance. Don't have a chance. Not enough money. The legislators in the state of California has totally fucked up football in California. It's not Florida, Georgia, Texas, California. No, California ain't in the conversation anymore when it comes to football. I'm sorry. They even tried to stop football. They tried to stop football in the state of California and say you can't play football as a kid until you get about 13 years old. Grown ass fucking man. That's how bad it is in California. And California is not producing and putting out the big time players that it used to put out before. So therefore, the local colleges like USC and UCLA, they're going to suffer. They're going to suffer. It's just that simple. And then at the end of the day, I'll just go into this Lane Kiffin thing. Since we're talking about all these openings, why would Lane Kiffin leave Ole Miss? Can somebody tell me that? Why would he leave Ole Miss to go to LSU or Florida? What's the reason? Come on, talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat. Why would he leave Ole Miss, who's going to pay him the same amount of money, to go to Florida or LSU? I ain't even talking about no Penn State and all that other shit. UCLA, they ain't even in the conversation. Auburn, people don't realize. Auburn, you fucked up. You should have hired him a long time ago when you had a chance. When it was at FAU. You fucked up a long time. Why? Why would he go to these places? Let me tell you the problem why he wouldn't go to these places. And I'm going to try to give y'all a little something that, because, you know, Lane, my friend, we talk. I did a post today about it. Got everybody all up in a frenzy. Have Lane told me what school he would want to go to and coach, and what school he desires to coach at? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. He has told me on numerous occasions and told me again last week, if these people here offered me the job, this is where I would go. Has he told me this? Yes, he has. Am I going to sit here and tell you all? No, I'm not. Because that's me and his conversation. We always had these kind of conversations. We had this conversation when he went to Ole Miss. I was like, what the fuck are you going to Ole Miss for? They on probation. You can go to a whole bunch of other schools want you. He was like, no, they got a lot of good talent on their roster. I was, yeah, only way you get the probation, you got to have talent. You got to have done something. Ole Miss ain't got no shortage of money. Trust me, they don't. But let me just say this. If Lane stays at Ole Miss, he doesn't have to win a national championship. Just winning 10 games, going to the playoff is sufficient. If he goes, let me just pose this question to you all. Nebraska fired their coach today, Courtney? Wow. That's another fucking job open. Let me just pose this question to you all. Before I get to that question, if Lane was at Georgia, if he was at Florida, for you Ole Miss people, if he was at Georgia, Florida, or LSU, and he was doing good, there would be no way anybody would be talking to Lane about going to their team unless it's the NFL. See, it's levels to this shit. And Ole Miss is not on the same level as Florida and LSU. And so some of you all probably saying, well, why the fuck you won't go there? What the fuck you talking about? But let me tell you why. Why would he go there? When he could chill at Ole Miss, everybody love him, he happy, he don't have to win the SEC over there, not going to win it. All he got to do is win 10 games, 9 games, people still love him. Ole Miss has probably never won 10 games until Lane Kiffin came over there consecutively, and that's what he's been doing. If Lane goes to LSU or Florida, you know these crazy motherfuckers are going to want him to win a national championship in the first 2 years. Hell, Florida went to, I think it was like back-to-back SEC championships. And the year that coach did not go to the championship, they fired him. The following year, the man went back-to-back, they fired the motherfucker. These are these people at LSU and the University of Florida think that you could put that uniform on and you got a Superman outfit. Like you just put on a Superman outfit, all the players supposed to be super good. No, that was before when the SEC was the only person paying players. That was before. The playing field is level right now. It's a level playing field, people. Everybody got some money. That's why it's parity in college football right now. That's why you got a fucking Indiana looking like world beaters. Well, Miami gave Indiana, we gave Indiana everything that they have right now. We got players from Miami on Indiana. Don't get me started on that shit. We got Mendoza, who daddy played with Mario Cristobal, who wanted to be at Miami and Mario didn't want him. I guess it was a big, who's the big Cuban in town. That's a whole nother story. Because I really think that's why Mendoza ain't here. It's like, yo, shit, I'm the big Cuban in Miami. Fuck that, Mendoza. You and your daddy gonna come here. Everybody gonna be talking about you the big Cuban. So it was a big Cuban, what they call it, cojones. It was a cojones fest. Meanwhile, Mendoza over there doing his thing, probably gonna be the first pick in the draft and go win a Heisman Trophy, and the motherfucker want to play at my. Let me just tell Lane Kiffin. See, I get sidetracked. Y'all got to keep me on. Y'all got to keep me on point. Keep me right here. Keep me here in the chat. So, why would Lane go to these two schools who are going to demand that he win a national championship in the first 2 or 3 years? And if he goes to the national championship and he doesn't win, and then the next year he wins 10 games and just go to the playoff and don't go to the national championship at Florida or LSU, he will be fired. So why the fuck why would he go to either one of these numbnut schools? Why? It's not about money. He could just go sit over there at Ole Miss. He could sit at Ole Miss. Watch what I say. You might get a little nugget out of this one. He could sit at Ole Miss with his $3 million buyout and wait for the job he really wants, which is the University of Miami. I hate to be the brunt of bad news. Wait for the job that he really wants. University of Miami. His dream job. 2 occasions they passed on him. And I am the person who told the athletic director he wanted the job. And I said, well, he said it's not about money. When they hired Manny Diaz, I told the athletic director, Lane wanted the job. And if any of the billionaires at the University of Miami don't want to continue supporting the program because Lane Kiffin is there, Lane came with his own billionaire. A couple of them. Then when they hired Mario, Lane wanted the job then. They didn't give him the job. So Lane then went to Ole Miss. That's what you got right now. See, the motherfuckers at you would think the people at the University of Miami would listen to me. Well, then again, they did listen to me one time. Same athletic director. I said, let's do this shit again, bro. Mark Richt retired. Fuck this shit at Georgia. I don't want to play coach no more. And I got on the phone. I text Mark Richt. I said, Mark Richt, hey, look, man, give us a couple years. Y'all don't know this story. I text Mark Richt and said, Mark Richt, give us a couple years. Man, I'm done with football, man. I'm chilling. I'm finna be done. I text Mark Richt, say, give us a couple years. Mark Richt, give your school a couple years, man. You done been coaching at Florida State. You coach everywhere, Georgia, everything. We need you to come and rebuild this program. What ended up happening? Then I texted the athletic director. Same guy. Man, call Mark Richt now. He called Mark Richt up, cut the deal. Mark Richt came to Miami. Yours truly is the one who initiated that. The same way I initiated the conversation with Lane. So, well, some of our boosters, Lane is a little to this, a little to that, and a little to this. Man, fuck that. This is Miami. You want to coach with swag and attitude. Perfect place for him. To let loose, cut loose, do what he got to do. They went another direction. And so, who's the hottest coach in America right now? The guy that Luther Campbell, Mr. University of Miami, recommended to them. They don't listen to me. They don't listen to Luther, because if they listen to me, we would have multiple national championships right the fuck now. And they would be spending less money, because when you look at the top 10 NIL schools who are spending money, you will not find Ole Miss on that motherfucking list. You will not find the University of Georgia on that list. Because the people who spend a lot of money don't know talent. They stockpile that shit. They just buy everything and everybody. And they let it flow how it flows. That don't necessarily mean they win a national championship. Ohio State has been spending all the fucking money. They're at the top of the line. They just figured out last year how to fucking win. I'm just saying. Everybody coming with all these old jazzy ass ideals and all that. Man, listen, man. Lane, if I was a betting man, I would bet that Lane Kiffin would stay there at Ole Miss and not jump into the crazy house of LSU and Florida. Because their expectations of their program, they think there's somebody with a fucking cape on. Same way with Auburn. Auburn ain't been relevant ever since Gus Malzahn left. Since fucking racist ass goddamn the senator. People don't realize University of Auburn, it's not the people with the money It's not really the University of Auburn. The school with the money in Alabama it's not Alabama. It's the University of Auburn. They got more billionaires than the University of Alabama. I'm just saying. Now we go down the list. Coaches who I think need to go somewhere. Y'all gonna be upset. Here we go. I think coaching opening at Penn State, it makes sense. I love Juwan Sider to death. That's my guy, but it makes sense for Al Golden to go there. Then you got to factor in, you got some NFL teams that are looking for some coaches too. They ain't facing no fucking portal. So if Lane don't decide to go somewhere, it ain't out the woods. The Dolphins get rid of goddamn, the Dolphins get rid of McDaniels, and then you put Lane Kiffin back with Tua. Here we go. Penn State, you need to go ahead. I'm gonna give y'all some free shit. You ain't gotta go with y'all, you ain't gotta go hire the search committee. Let me help some more people out. Penn State, you need to go and hire Penn State, Al Golden. Perfect hire for you. That's your guy. Penn State, Golden. University of Florida. No, I'm going to get back to them. UCLA. That's a tough one. I'm going to table y'all to my next show. LSU. I'm going to give you a good one. Listen to me carefully. LSU, go. This you might not like this. This might not be the splash that you're looking for. But I want you to go get a guy from Louisiana. Or LSU, you go get Dan Lanning. I think you could outbid them. Go get Lanning over there. But if you want to be sexy about it, which is be hard to get Lanning. If you want to be sexy about it, LSU, no, I'm going to just leave it like that. Go get Dan Lanning. University of Florida, I'm going to tell you this, University of Florida. You have been doing it all wrong for so many years. You're getting ready to do it wrong again. Because University of Florida has a tendency of going to get these goddamn coaches with no Florida ties. It's so bad, like, it's almost like Florida State. I was like, why did y'all hire Mike? Mike is a good guy. I know Mike. He's cool. But when you look at Mike's fucking roster at Memphis, he had not one player from Florida. So you got to look at these guys' roster, fans. Because when you look at the roster, if they don't have nobody from Florida, that means they don't have Florida ties, and they really don't give a fuck about Florida players. And they're not recruiting Florida, so now you ask them to come and coach in the state of Florida with no Florida ties, like they did this dumb shit with Billy. They got him from some place in the bayou, and he had nobody from Florida on his fucking roster. And they hired the guy to then now come recruit Florida. I mean, Florida do some stupid shit when it becomes hiring coaches. You're on there with that. I think the University of Florida needs to do this. They need to hire Willie Simmons. They need to just go out, because Florida, you got a fucking jinx on you. Let's face it. You got a jinx and Miami got a jinx. Miami jinx is we left one conference and went to the ACC. And we did it the wrong way. We got a fucking jinx on us. Until we go lay out in the ocean with the whole team before the sunrise and get the jinx off us, we gonna be haunted by that shit. Florida, you are haunted because you were supposed to hire Charlie Strong, who was the black coach in waiting, and you did not do that, Florida. So you fucked up and you have some shit on you. You got the ultimate jinx on you in order to get it off, similar to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Remember how they did the black quarterback, Doug Williams? Remember how they did the black coach? They had a jinx on them. Football gods don't lie. Florida, if you gave Billy an opportunity, you need to hire Willie Simmons. Y'all probably think I'm tripping right now. No, you need to hire Willie Simmons, great offensive-minded guy. Willie is like Lane. Lane is a little quirky, but Willie, both of them are brilliant offensive-minded guys. And they know talent. Willie was a head coach at FAM, and he won. And he put guys in the NFL. Like, everybody go get these goddamn portal people. University of Miami and everybody get these portal people. The guys that Willie got out of the portal, and for fam fucking you, them motherfuckers in the NFL. Willie got guys in the NFL. So that means you have to have an eye for talent. And that's what's missing in college football. They give these guys all this money, and they just go buy everything. They're like the dope boy who just got some money. Oh shit, just take me to Saks, and I'm just buying everything. I'm buying this red bottom, this. I'm buying car here, car there, and I got all this shit at the crib, and I really ain't got nothing. That's what happens to a lot of these coaches. That's why I have a real problem with the University of Miami. I'm serious. We just stockpile talent and never use it. Until somebody get hurt, then everybody's like, oh shit, I forgot. I didn't know he was on the roster. Yeah, he was the baddest fucking running back in fucking one of the baddest in the state of Florida, and he was the baddest running back in fucking Tampa, Florida. And you didn't know he was like that? No, he was like that before he got to Miami. And there's a lot of motherfuckers on the roster that's like that, but the fucking roster is mismanaged. I'm not even going to talk about that. You're going to hire a coach, you better fucking get a guy who knows talent, a guy who don't need to be having $1 billion to go and get guys from the portal. That's why you need to go get Willie Simmons. Florida, drop your nuts. I guarantee he'll win over there. Oh, but he don't have any SEC ties. Oh, he don't have this here and all that there. Let him be the only black coach in the motherfucking SEC. One thing about it, the man know how to fucking win. The man know how to call offense. You put the big machine of Florida behind him. The man knows talent. He knows fucking talent. The man gonna get the right staff. I mean, drop your nuts, Florida. You gonna go get another one of these sexy ass coaches from Louisiana or somebody. They're talking the coach from Tulane. Tulane? Really? Really? You gonna go get another motherfucker from Louisiana and bring him over to the University of Florida to do what? Lose? Florida and Florida State do the dumbest shit ever. Now Miami, I can't put Miami in there because my two top guys was Lane Kiffin and Mario. And so they hired Mario. Am I happy about what Mario got going on right now? No, I'm not happy about what Mario got going on right now for multiple reasons. For a lot of reasons. I think he got away from who the fuck we are as a culture and turned into something different. And I don't like it. And for some reason, he gets to get 6 years to turn the program around. Auburn, you in the You another program that think you're Alabama and LSU and all of them. Y'all get coaches over there, and y'all fire more motherfucking coaches in a little bit. The Auburn job is the worst job, the worst big time, big money job in college football. I'm just keeping it a buck. Because y'all think y'all somebody that y'all not. Auburn, you're not that. You're not that, Auburn. You fire coaches on a regular basis as if you're Alabama. You're not Alabama, Auburn. You fucked up 2 times. You could have had Lane and you could have had Dion. Florida State, you need to just go ahead and fire your coach. He ain't getting it done. Why in the fuck does he have all this time here? You need to just do the right thing. It's real simple. Fire your coach, hire Dion. Put him in the state of Florida. That just makes too much sense. Auburn, you want to hire Dion. Well, goddamn it, go get him. That's not going to happen. So, let me keep going. Hold on. My friend on here, I saw one of my friends on here. He said something. Kane. It's what it is. It is what it is, man. Kane said this. Question. Florida AD actually do pull off. The Florida AD is ran by the board, and the board is ran by Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis put the board in Florida. You remember he got rid of DEI. So for Florida to be talking about bringing a black coach in, that motherfucker, that might not never happen. And LSU, they're on some different shit because they got another goddamn governor that's all of a sudden involved in football. I understand, Danny. I understand Florida don't have a permanent president. Trust me. The interim tag is on the president of Florida. But if Ron DeSantis wanted his ass out, see, the thing what people don't realize is this. And that's why you heard the governor of Mississippi speak on this Lane Kiffin thing. Those schools are state schools. If your school is, and that's why I tell people all the time, elections have consequences. When your school is a state school, essentially the governor runs your school because the governor gets to do this. He gets to pick the board of trustees, unlike a private school. Miami is private. Duke is private. These places are private. They're not state schools, so they get their own board and all their shit is private. But the state of Florida State, Florida A&M, South Florida, FIU, FAU, all these schools, when you're the governor, you get to pick people who put money in your campaign. Our friends are people who put money in your campaign. You put them on the board, and they are the ones who ultimately decide who's the president. And they decide who the president, and then the president does what the fucking governors say do. Yeah, they make a recommendation, but then the higher up is the fucking governor. So you think Florida, which led the charge of diversity, equity, and inclusion, firing, getting rid of the whole department and all that shit and firing black people and shit, you think that the logical thing would for them to do the following, which is hire Willie Simmons. But they'd be scared shitless to bring that to the table, thinking that Ron DeSantis would come after them. But at the end of the day, Ron is going to be out. That's why I think I should run. Boy, if I run for governor and win that motherfucker, if I run for governor of the state of Florida and win, I get to pick the new University of Florida fucking football coach. I get to pick the new coach at Florida State. I get to pick the new coach at fucking UCLA. I get to pick the new coach at South Florida. I get to pick the new coach at FIU, FAU, and so on, and so on, and FAMU and all that. God damn it. Y'all want me to run for governor? I run for governor and win. Deion Sanders would be the coach at Florida State. You can bet your ass that. Because I will then, hey, Board of Governors, I'm going to put people on the board of like minds. And we're going to hire a president of like minds. That's why y'all want me to run for governor. The landscape of college football and sports around the state of Florida will be, whoa, it'll be like sports governor. Oh, shit. Fuck all that. But I ain't going to do that. So I'm still thinking, but that is something to think about. Shouts out to my man Danny. Danny boy came in the building. Danny has some questions. Hey, I'd like y'all to be involved in the chat. Okay, Luke, what you talking? Lane would turn down. Yeah, hell yeah, Lane going. Everybody going to Auburn. Auburn is a place. They think they're Florida and LSU and Alabama. They hire these coaches. I mean, they hire these coaches at Auburn. I don't want to talk about Auburn. Auburn is an afterthought. They're like Penn State. They can't get it right to save their fucking life. If Auburn wanted to really do something, if Auburn wanted to win, let me give you a coach. Let me throw you a nugget. If Auburn wanted to win, the last guy that was over at Auburn winning football games was Phil Foreman. You know who Phil Foreman right-hand man was? A guy who's over at Texas A&M named Trooper Taylor. Auburn will hire Trooper Taylor to be their head coach at the University of Auburn. He knows all the boosters. He knows all the people. He knows the landscape. And by the way, he knows how to go get guys out of Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. If Auburn has sense, that is the guy you go fucking hire, but that ain't sexy enough because they want sexy. They go get all these Hugh Freezers and all these people. Golich going over to Arkansas, he done signed the paperwork. That's crazy because Florida, you know, you're not going to hire Willie Simmons. You should hire Golich. You shouldn't have let him, the man who beat you. You should let. The motherfucker's smart. The Russian is smart. The Russian is fucking smart. That's my guy. The Russian knows shit, and he knows how to get players, and he's gonna go get some players. So at the end of the day, let's get on. Since we still in this college football thing, what the fuck is going on with Joey Galloway? Joey Galloway, what you got a hard on for University of Miami? Every day you open your mouth talking about University of Miami. What the fuck is going on with him? What's really going on with Joey Galloway? Why does he have such a hard booger on there fighting him like, yo, fuck that, Joey. You know better than this shit. If you beat somebody head to head, your ass supposed to do. That's what it counts. That's why you play the game. Don't give me this bullshit about last week. At the beginning of the year, 2 different teams at the beginning. I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me just say this to you, Joey, and any other asshole on TV talking this bullshit about, oh, Notre Dame is a different team early now than they were then, and they would beat Miami now. Oh, no, not this Miami team. Not this Miami team in the last 2 weeks. No, Poppy. No. I'm going to just say this. You can line up any motherfucking team against the University of Miami right now, and we will beat anybody's ass in college football. You go get motherfucking Ohio State too. This because the Numner offensive coordinator we have has opened up the fucking offense. Something I've been screaming about for the longest. The offense, we throwing the ball downfield. We ain't throwing the motherfucking. Now, if you'd have said the team who lost those 2 games, then that's one thing, boss. But when the committee man came and told Mario, you better open this motherfucker up because your offense looking like shit. You ain't going to have a chance to get in this motherfucker. And then Mario, because Mario ain't going to listen to nobody else but the committee. Mario listened to me. I'm a committee man say, hey, the offense suck. Something that I've been saying from day one. I'm on a week to week with this motherfucking Shannon Dawson because I don't like him. Then they open up the fucking offense. Now I'm Carlson-back throwing the ball downfield. We ain't just throwing it to Malachi. Love Malachi to death. Know his daddy, my friend. Love him to death. One man can't do it. You can't run the whole. Michael Jordan had to get Pippen and Rodman and all these other motherfuckers before he started winning. We got weapons all over the place. We got to get guys got to get hurt in order for guys to get an opportunity. We got guys on the bench ain't played it down yet. We had to do a goddamn motherfucking protest to get fucking JoJo on the field. We had to do a whole full-fledged protest. Streeter goes in there. So can you tell us when 2 is going to play and JoJo is going to play and Ray is going to play? You got these guys on the fucking roster and you're only playing 14 guys on offense. So the committee, because they ain't listening to nobody else, the committee has made us a better team in the last 2 weeks than we were before. This is a better team right now than we have been all year. So you don't want to fuck with the University of Miami right now with Carlson-back throwing the ball downfield. You don't want to fuck with the University of Miami with them being creative on offense and then going, pinning their shit back and coming at your ass on defense. You do not want to fuck with University of Miami. Now, we need to keep the gas on? Yeah, because we ain't used to. We don't never put gas. We need to keep the gas. But they're going to nitpick University of Miami all day. This team right here, line that shit up. No, they don't want no parts of this shit. This team right here, line that shit up against anybody. I love Lane to death. That's my guy. But Lane defense is a little suspect. It'll be a Red River shootout. It will be a Red River shootout, Lane versus Mario. It will be made for TV because them two do not like each other at all. I know that for a fact. Every time I go around Mario, well, so what's up with your boy Lane? Come on, man. You want me to get him on the phone? You want me to ask him? You want to ask him yourself? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Then Lane goes, hey, what's up with the glorified PET coach? Your coach. Let me leave that alone. But I'm trying to tell you, nobody wants to fuck with the University of Miami with them being creative as hard as it is to be right now. Nobody wants to fuck with them. I'll tell you right now. With this offense being somewhat open and a little bit of creativity, and we ain't calling just 5 plays. Now you got to worry about the man going to the backfield. Now, look here, we pulling guards and shit. We getting on the perimeter. We got running backs going outside. We ain't just running right down a bit's throat like we motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles. Quarterback pushing the pocket, he's moving around, getting the ball down. You don't want to fuck with this University of Miami team right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I don't know what the fuck Joey Galloway looking at. That's fucking malpractice he doing on TV. So speaking of malpractice, Joey Galloway, Cleveland Browns. That brings us to the Browns, to the Brownies. That brings us to the Brownies. See, I'm doing politics last. So all my good friends who love all this sports and shit. They're like Luke staying with the sports. Cleveland Browns. I told y'all when my nephew go in the game, the shit is gonna get real fucking serious. I told y'all that. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all when he go in the game how this shit was
using that.
I told you that. So let me just say this. When you look at the Cleveland Browns right now, and let me just say this. I thought Stefanski, this is what I thought Stefanski was doing, which he just, because when you get to the point where you don't speak to the media and talk about certain things, then people draw their own conclusions. And that's what a lot of people did, draw their own conclusions with this Kevin Stefanski and his whole circus. When he couldn't even say Shadour's name, I remember Air McNair. Air McNair came out of Black College, went to the Houston Oilers. Some of y'all might be too young for this. Went to the Houston Oilers. I want to think Buddy Ryan was the head coach. And what's his name was the offensive coordinator who eventually became the head coach at Tennessee. And they sat McNair for a whole year, but everybody knew the plan. You sit him and let him learn, and then now he's the quarterback in waiting. But Stefanski ain't do none of that. Stefanski just acting like he ain't like this kid. And now, just like we all know, if you know football like I know football, you're one play away from getting in the game. So now you're forced to go in the game. You're forced to put this kid in the game. So he goes in the game, forced to go in the game, never took a snap, which is fucking bananas, because I know Hall of Famers. And I call up all kind of Hall of Famers and like, yo, this what the fuck y'all do? The backup quarterback gets no reps? They're like, nah, hell no. They know you one step away from getting hit. So the backup quarterback has to get some fucking reps. Especially if you ain't getting none the whole year, which is a travesty. So my point is this. He goes in, just him and God together, the first game. You saw that with time that he's going to be fucking a hell of a quarterback even in the first game. You look for little traces. You don't look for him to be Dan Marino or fucking Tom Brady, who never took a step. Tom Brady, Dan Marino, you put them in that situation like they had when they played the Ravens, they would do the same fucking thing, some probably worse. And they wanted to define him on that game. Oh, he didn't play good. He played like shit. No. It's not your traditional backup quarterback. Not your traditional backup quarterback. Give him a week, and then you put a game plan in for him, and that's what happened. Look at the results against the Raiders. Everybody like, oh, fucking Raiders. Let me just say this here. The Raiders are one of 32 teams. And 32 teams, when you do the math, it's 1,200 of the best players in the fucking world. Raiders are a part of the 32 teams, which is only 1,200 of the best players in the world. The question becomes, when it comes to NFL, unlike college and high school, is whether the player wants to play for the coach. Whether the system that the player likes, they work with it. And let me just say this. There's only a few guys. Let's keep it a buck. At the quarterback position, there's only a chosen few that play quarterback for a team and is very successful early on. There's only a few. Tom Brady had to sit. In this world right now today, when you draft a quarterback, it's crazy to draft a quarterback, to be honest with you. How many quarterbacks really hit? Do the math. First round pick, and he balling out. Look at Baker Mayfield. How many teams did Baker Mayfield go to? Look at the Detroit Lions quarterback. Look at Sam Darnold. How many teams did he have to go to? So you really want an experience. You really want a guy who sit down. The guy who sits down and look is the guy that's better. That's why I go back to Air McNair. Sit down and look. Shador had the opportunity to sit down and look at Flacco. He looked at Dylan Gabriel. Now, mind you, this is a smart kid. This kid daddy is a Hall of Famer. This kid daddy put him around the best of the best, the Tom Brady's and all these people in the world. I know this kid personally. This kid is a very smart and very intelligent kid. His IQ is off the meat racks when it comes to that. So when you look at it, it is very few quarterbacks, first pick in the draft, first round pick, that hit right then. They normally have to stay in the league at least for 3 or 4 years in order for them to even hit. I'm gonna give you another stat that's gonna fuck y'all all up, which I found this out today by sitting in the barbershop, and my good friend Coach Randy Shannon was sitting in there waiting for me while I get my hair cut. He told me something. Shouts out to Randy Shannon. That's a head coach. That's a guy y'all need to give a head coaching job, because it's only a few people like him that know talent. Guys who know talent don't necessarily need all that goddamn NIL money. Me and Randy was talking. Man, me and Randy, we had a good conversation today. Me and Randy Shannon had a great conversation. I was like, Randy, when you was at the University of Florida, all they was doing was complaining about these guys who you got that were 3 stars. He said, yeah. And I said, where they at right now? He started naming all those guys at the University of Florida who they were complaining about getting 3 stars. And see, that's the problem with University of Florida. They star chasing. All those guys, Randy Shannon told me where they were at right now playing in the NFL. He told me about the twins at Florida State. Said, man, he told me about the principal's son. He's so excited about him. He's over there playing at San Francisco. San Francisco linebacker against Bethune. Bethune wasn't no big 5-star. See, that's what Randy Shannon does. Certain people like Randy and Bush Davis and Kirby Smart and Dabo Sweeney. Dabo knows these people know talent. Them people got an eye for talent. They don't have to stockpile a whole fucking roster. They don't have to go and buy everything and everybody because they got it like that. No, they got an eye for talent. And that is different. If your coach got to spend all the fucking NIL money to just go buy everything and everybody on 3, on 5, Rival said he this and Rival said that. That's why I was on there talking earlier this week. I got a motherfucking quarterback that done lit every motherfucking body up. I have a receiver that done lit everybody ass up. From 7-on-7 going into the season. Oh, I bet he can't do it in the season now. He got pants on. Lit every school up he played. Central, Chaminade, Killian, Homestead, Doral. Lit every fucking body he played up. But he going to Sacramento State. Because people here in the state of Florida don't have no fucking eye for talent. If you're a dog in Miami, if you're a dog and you light those schools up, those are like money games. It's like the money game is if you playing for Florida, if you playing against University of Miami, that's a money game. If you playing for Miami, you playing for Florida State, those are money games. Those games get you drafted in the first fucking round. Those games get you drafted in the first round. And so there are money games in high school football that certify you as a dog. Rival don't come to those games. On 3 don't come to those games. That is when your coaches back in the days and the smart ones know, I gotta get this motherfucker here. Shit, he did what? Hold on, pop the tape on against Central. Pop the tape on against Northwestern. Pop the tape on against Chaminade. Pop the tape on against big time schools. What did you do when you played a big time school? Did you fold the fucking tent or not? Did you show up and show out? Oh, hell yeah, I gotta get you. Come on, son. But these coaches don't do that these days no more. And that's why they suck. And they will continuously suck. That's why when they get these guys in Infinity, they depend on buying motherfuckers. They depend on the portal. It's a whole nother story there. Let me get back to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur is going to light these people up tomorrow. I looked at something on Twitter where I saw this blizzard, this snowstorm, Cleveland Browns out there practicing and shit. And then I heard the announcer last night, which is, boy, this would be major biblical. The announcer last night said, yeah, Cleveland Browns still have a chance of getting in the playoff too. And then I heard Myles Garrett say that shit before. We're going to try to do this playoff run, push. I'm like, what the fuck? If this young man get the Cleveland Browns in the playoff, if Shedeur Sanders fuck around and run and win out and get these people in the playoff, oh my God, they need to fire every fucking general manager. If whatever general manager team, whatever team that passed him that needed a quarterback, they need to fire the coach, and they need to fire the GM, and they need to fire the fucking president. All these people are holding their nuts right now saying, please, Lord. They calling up San Francisco. Do you need any film on him? Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Do you need us to trade a motherfucker? So you have to trade somebody? And fucking Shedeur get these motherfuckers. Now, you got San Francisco. They coming in from the Bay on a long ass fucking flight. And they out there right now practicing in the fucking blizzard. Now, mind you, who's equipped to play in a blizzard? In the cold? Who? The guy from Colorado. The fucking quarterback from Colorado. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hey, somebody else gave me another stat. They say, do you know Shedeur Sanders is the only quarterback in college to throw a touchdown in every game he played? No other quarterback did that in history. I'm just this is some wild shit. I'm like, I think we're past. Man, this man gonna go out there. These motherfuckers from San Francisco, from the Bay Area. They gonna be out there in that blizzard. If you ever been to that Cleveland Browns stadium, I've been to that fucking stadium. That shit is cold as fuck. It's on the lake. It's on the lake. The stadium is here and the lake is here. And the stadium kind of go dip down in there, but that shit be coming in there, boy. That motherfucker be swirling. Woo, woo. That's the coldest I've ever been in my life. Coldest Well, I did go to Quebec and did a show, and I walked out, the snow was all the way up there. I'm like, what the fuck? But the snow, listen, them boys from San Francisco, this motherfucker straight out of Colorado, he gonna be back there just doing this shit with that ball. Oh my God. Oh, God is good. God, let me tell you, do not ever doubt God. And don't mess with God's chosen children. Don't do it. So I'm just so I can't wait. I'm thinking the day Saturday. I'm like, oh shit, the game come on tomorrow. I'm like all amped up, ready to go. Hey, my Cowboys have played. We already won. So that's already in the book. But this shit right here is in the blizzard. Shedeur Sanders in the blizzard. My God. So now, hey, moving right along, people. I gotta go to. I'm running over like a motherfucker. I'm running over like a motherfucker. Moving right along. Let's get back to. I gotta get into politics. I gotta get back to politics. This was some funny shit that I saw right here. That a lot of white people are just so racist. Not all white people are racist. I got some good white friends that I fuck with on a regular basis, but it is so. Just take a look at this here.
Affordable Care Act.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Obama, so I don't support him in the Obama things that he's got going on. I'm actually really excited for President Affordable Care Act.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Obama, so I don't support him in the Obama things that he's got going on. I'm actually really excited for President-elect Donald Trump. So.
Right. So you don't like anything Obama does, and you prefer the Affordable Care Act.
Absolutely.
Do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
I support Obamacare.
So if you were a senator and you could vote today, you would vote to keep Obamacare instead of the Affordable Care Act?
Yes.
Do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
I guess the Affordable Care Act?
And why do you prefer the Affordable Care Act over Obamacare?
I'm not really sure. My girlfriend supports Trump, so I go with whatever she says.
What is the main difference between Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act?
One is you pay, and then the other one is Obama pays for you.
Right, Obama pays, pretty big difference.
Pretty big difference.
I believe that Obamacare, the premiums are too high, so people end up paying more.
Right.
So I believe in the Affordable Care Act.
And so the Affordable Care Act is more affordable than Obamacare?
Right, correct.
Right.
Which is obvious based on the name.
It's in the name, right.
Right.
Why do you like the Affordable Care Act more than Obamacare?
Because I don't like Obama.
But you like the Affordable Care Act?
Yeah.
What if I told you Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same thing?
I can't make this shit up. I had to show y'all this. I can't make this shit up. Do we live in a... The question is, do we live in a racist country? Or do we live in a country of a bunch of dummies? Is that what it is? Or we live in a country of dummies or just racist? I mean, let's make political divide. Shit. I'm just... I saw that, and the comments of, I just don't like Obama. Us people not knowing that the Affordable Care Act is what they call Obamacare. And people saying, I would take the Affordable Care Act over Obamacare. And one, Obama pays for it, and I want Obama paying for shit for me. I can't make this shit up. And that's the fight with the Democrats. Because Republicans are trying to take away the Affordable Care Act, which is called Obamacare. Their constituents are all those people who are like that, who don't know that they are getting ready to be affected by that. That's why your girl Marjorie is like, hold the fuck on. My whole district is on Obamacare, which is called the Affordable Care Act. And they get ready to lose their fucking insurance. My family members are on Obamacare, and insurance prices are getting ready to go out the roof. So I can't be on this shit. I'm smart enough to know I'm Congresswoman, and I can play games with people life like that, but at the end of the day, they're gonna wake up one day and realize that unlike these dumb motherfuckers on here, they're gonna realize that the Affordable Care Act is Obamacare, and when they do, they're gonna fire my ass. So I gotta get off this Trump train. That's what she said. But I'm gonna give look at this. It gets even worse. So now you got Republicans who Democrats was holding out, shut down the government because they did not want your health care to be taken away from you. They didn't want your insurance to be taken away from you. They didn't want Obamacare to be taken away from you. So the Republicans like, fuck that. The Democrats did. They were fighting for your insurance. So check this out.
the ACA, also known as Obamacare. But who is the group of people that are actually using it?
Yeah, this to me was one of the biggest surprises. When you actually dig into the data, you can understand why Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing what she's doing and why this debate is actually dividing Republicans. Because take a look here. Who are the ACA marketplace enrollees? Look at this. They are actually Republicans. Republicans are more likely to use the marketplace than Democrats are at 45%. Democrats at 35%. Then you get independents at 20%. But the key nugget here is Republicans are more likely, in fact, to be the enrollees in the marketplace than Democrats are. And the majority of the enrollees, 57%, are in Republican-held congressional districts like Marjorie Taylor Greene's. So what we're seeing here is it's not actually Democrats who are the only ones who are taking advantage of Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act. There are a lot of Republicans, and the clear plurality of those who are the marketplace enrollees are actually Republicans, and the majority of them are actually in Republican-held districts. And that is why, Sarah, you're seeing this debate really divide Republicans and really unite Democrats.
Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? I can't make this shit up. That's why the trigger points of Donald Trump and all his people, Obama did it. Obama did it. These dumb motherfucking people, you're voting for people against your own interests. Health care is going to be double the price. Family of four right now probably pay $1,000. Family of four, now that the Republicans are getting ready to reform Obamacare, are going to be paying at least $2,000. Just because they caught you up on this some Democrat shit. Every time y'all get caught up on some Democrat shit or this some Republican shit, what ends up happening to you is you pay. You pay, and the politicians win. You end up paying the cost of your vote instead of reading the fine print of these individuals. What's your stance on the Affordable Care Act, which is called Obamacare? They're not fucking sitting there trying to explain to you that the Affordable Care Act is Obamacare, because they care about doing what? Reforming it. They care about these insurance companies who put money into their campaigns, jacking the fucking prices up. In the United Kingdom, nobody pays for insurance. In Canada, everybody got the same insurance. Everybody, listen, man. We call ourselves the greatest country in the world. Is that militarily? You go get your ass on a plane and go to Colombia right now. These food prices are not the same. You can feed everybody at a 5-star restaurant for $100. 8 people. Why is it like that in Colombia and it's not like that in the United States of America? Canada, insurance paid by the government. England, insurance paid by the government. Is something wrong with that? Ain't something wrong with that? And then they got us all jacked up looking at Fox News and CNN and MSNBC. I don't look at that shit no more. I don't look at it. I don't look at it thinking that I'm going to look at it, because they're the ones who are dividing the people. And the people, the more divided the people are, white, black, green, purple, whatever it may be, the more they divide the people, it's the less intelligent that the people are. Because you getting caught up on a R or a D or red or some donkey. Oh, I don't like them because the Democrats they with the black people. Not necessarily. White people run the Democratic Party. Black people don't run the Democratic Party. It's not a black thing over there. You had 17% more young black people vote for Donald Trump in the last election. They were stupid. They sitting there looking stupid in the face. But people have to get out of this whole thing of Democrat and Republican. All my daddy was a Democrat all life. All my pappy was a Republican all my life. That's all we did, vote Republican because they have Republican values. Republican in the days of Ronald Reagan was a certain type of Republican. They had conservative values. What part of conservative values is a Republican right now when the leader of the party is not conservative under no circumstances? What part of that? That shit's going out the door. And the same thing with the Democrats. The Democrats only hold black people around because they need the black people to keep control of the party. But do they really support black issues in the Democratic Party? Fuck no, because all these cities are impoverished. Same cities, same neighborhoods, same areas, poverty. Schools fucked up, bad education, projects. They think by giving black people some goddamn food stamps that's okay. Versus show me how to get to the big bag. See, that's why, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to say it first right here on here. Y'all can take this. Y'all can viral this. I am going to run for office next year. I don't know whether it's going to be governor or it's going to be Congress. I'm going to run. I'm sitting here thinking, where can I help the most? Where can I help the most? Is it governor, which would be a very difficult task to win? But they got two fucking Republicans running in there. They got a Democrat who was a Republican 5 years ago. Then they got a goddamn Republican Byron Donald, who's a damn Donald Trump Republican. Then you have the CD20 where I might run, where the Congresswoman, they just bailed her out of jail. So do you go to Washington, where you're going to have to fight all your own party and everybody else, or do you run for governor, which is be a difficult task? You're going to need a lot of whom to win, but you can get a lot done in the state of Florida versus a lot done in your district. Because I can tell you, if I run for Congress in my district, they're going to be straight. Because the district that I run in is CD20. I'll tell you that right now. They got water plant issues in Riviera Beach. They got poverty issues all over the district. Ain't nothing been done. Nothing. People, these politicians that want to get a job to then be sitting on the TV all day fighting, doing TV interview after interview after interview, talking about what Donald Trump doing. Man, fuck that. If I go to Washington, people, I'm going to Washington. I'm not, it'll be very, I won't be doing a bunch of interviews. I'm going to tell you that right now because I'll be up there doing the work. I'll be looking for the money to bring back to my constituents and be the shining light of my constituents, just like I do everything else. Make everybody mad. Well, they got that shit over there in CD20. God damn, man. He got the parks going. He got the youth programs going. He got the veterans. The veterans is getting well taken care of. They treating them veterans like, man, the seniors over there, man, the kids ain't killing each other no more because they have STEM programs. They have an influx of programming to show them the light. The schools in the area are now being rebuilt with federal dollars. Everybody ain't gonna fuck this push to go to charter schools. No, we're gonna rebuild these damn public schools in that area. So I'll be toying with, man, I can do a lot over here. Because I'm gonna tell you, everywhere I go and everything I do, that's what I do. I make it better. School I coach at right now had dirt fields. Locker room infested with rats and termites. Redid the locker room, state of the art. Best locker room in Dade County. Football field, stadium, turf field, and everything. First turf field in Miami-Dade County Public Schools history. My park, my youth program, Liberty City Optimists, turf fields, renovated a 28-acre park for the seniors, for the kids. Kids got aftercare program, gymnasium, first gymnasium ever built in Miami-Dade County. That's what the fuck I do. When I put my mind in anything, just like being the first guy to start hip hop in the South, when they told me I was crazy. So if I go to CD20, you can bet your ass I'm going there work at CD20 to make CD20 the best congressional district in the United States of America. We will be the shining light of all congressional districts. They put me in there. If I run for governor in the state of Florida, everybody gonna have money. You ain't gonna be price gouging these people out of Florida. There's no reason in the world we shouldn't even have a fucking tax credit. Everybody they just get ready to build $1 billion of damn near $10 billion studios in Jersey because the New Jersey is offering tax credits for film, television, and entertainment, but these numbnuts here don't have a tax credit. Do you know how much money the influx of money that will be brought into the state of Florida? We already got sunshine, beaches, all this, and palm trees and all this shit. We have there's no program to bring in money. And you simplify it. You don't do it like you had it before, where you had a tax credit and you were just giving anybody the money, all the studios coming in, bringing in people from California, New York, they don't have to live here. No, you create a tax credit where you have to live here and pay taxes here, and you have to hire Floridians. That's an influx of money into the economy. Now people who are getting priced out of Miami and every other part of Florida, now you have a tax credit. You got studios building big studios, bringing billions of dollars into the economy, employing our people, using this beautiful sunshine that we have in all these fucking beaches. We ain't getting nothing out of this shit. That's the small things. That's really simple. So now one of these numbnuts who running, they're going to then take this and be like, yeah, I'm going to run for this. Yeah, I'm going to run for this. But never say, oh, I saw Luther's YouTube podcast, and I'm going to take the Luther idea. That's what happens with me, people. When I had a conversation with these elected officials before I endorsed them, I asked them, what the fuck are you going to do for the people? I don't sit up there and tell them what they should do. I asked them, what are you going to do for the people? Now explain to me, because I really want to know if you know. Because when you have a person explain to you what they're going to do, they have an idea and they have vision. But if you tell them what you want them to do, that's a bit different. They never had that on their platform. Then that sometimes go in one ear and go out the other one. So now if you tell me what you're going to do and that don't fit into your thing, then I'll say, hey, if you legalize marijuana, make sure guys in the neighborhood who we have to set aside a program where African Americans can be able to obtain license. So you ain't finna legalize marijuana and then put all the brothers out of business. And then these brothers who went to jail for marijuana, these brothers have to be able to do what? They have to still be able to apply, because there's no reason why, because they went to jail for marijuana, that they should not be able to apply because they have that on their record. How about take that off? How about the black farmers here in the state of Florida, X amount of, we could put in a bill that X amount of those brothers are receiving part of the growing. So we ain't finna do this like this. Where y'all had these motherfuckers coming from Colorado and California and all these other places and all these places, and they're going to come into the state of Florida and do what? You're going to legalize marijuana and then we don't get no piece of the pie? What happens? You know how they do when they come into the neighborhood and put their dispensaries up and they pretty lights and shit. Look like a damn all these beautiful lights and everything. And then they create these syndicates where they buy the weed and buy the liquor, buy everything. And then now their prices are much lower than the black guy price. You can't do that with me. It's a businessman. You won't be able to do that with me. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That's why you hire some dumbass politician who don't know, some lawyer who don't know, who ain't never had no boots on the ground, who don't know the game. No, I know the game. I know the game. Everybody right now in your neighborhood, you go to the corner liquor store and you see somebody that look like the corner liquor store guy that's in the other neighborhood and another neighborhood. Normally it's some Indian guy sitting up in there. No disrespect to the Indian people, but normally it's some Indian guy sitting up in there. And then the brother opened up his liquor store and said, why is liquor higher than the Indian guy liquor? I'm going to the Indian guy. All you niggas always trying to run the price up on people. I go to the black tire shop. Why your tires higher than his tires? I go to the black corner store. Why your milk is higher than his milk? Because they work together. They work as a syndicate. They buy as one group. The Indians, the Arabs, the Cubans. They buy as one group. They'll take 50 stores and the one salesman for Trojan condoms. They'll tell the Trojan condom man, you are not going to sell no Trojan condoms in neither one of our 50 stores because we're not going to buy the condoms at the price that you're selling us to. You're going to give us a 30% discount and we're going to put you in the 50 stores. And if you don't want to do that, then we'll fuck with lifestyle. So you're going to those 50 gas stations and 50 stores and you only see lifestyle. You go to those liquor stores and the black guy got his liquor store, his price got to be up because they selling him at the price at that price. But because they just bought for the syndicate, hey, look here, you ain't finna sell me no goddamn Hennessy at that price. No, you're gonna lower your price at least 30%. And I'm gonna put your Hennessy in all these motherfucking 50 stores. Now they go to the black guy who owns one store. Same thing with the chicken. Same thing with everything. We don't do that. You think I'll let some shit like that go down on my watch? Oh no. No. Hold on, wait one motherfucking minute. These are the things that the average, we're going to create new jobs. We're going to create new opportunities for you to own businesses. We're going to give you $10,000 to start up your new business. We're going to do this here. No. We need housing, healthcare, jobs. All that cures crime. Education. I'm getting off here because I'm cooking. I'm on this bitch and I'm already 30 minutes over time right now, people. I'm about to come back because I'm cooking with hot grease. So everybody would ask me, why you want to run? Why you thinking about run? Because all those different things. I got too much information to be sitting there, fucking around online on the sideline, just talking about the game, watching these numbnuts fuck up the future of our kids. Fuck up our state. And I can tell you one thing. If I do run and I do lose, and if I lose, y'all might come look for me. I might be over in the islands some motherfucker with, because I'll be like, hey, I gave it a shot. I tried to help. They ain't want my help. They came up with all these cute ass reasons why you ain't want to loot. Okay. I'm okay. Am I hurt? No, I'm not hurt. I'm trying to help. Son going to college. Shit, I'm over here single like a motherfucker. Hey, look, I can take this motherfucking computer right here and be over there in Jamaica, Colombia, Bahamas. I could be on one of the motherfucking islands chilling like a motherfucker. Chilling like a motherfucker. Hey, I tried to help, but y'all ain't want me. And that's where I'm going to be at with the people. They don't want, hey, look, unless they give me this big job at one of these big universities. I doubt that. Hey, but ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming on today with me. I had a great time. We do the show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna be doing it more often. I'll be doing it on point. I'll come up with a real time that I'll do it. If I do it early or off time, but then you can rest assured that you'll be able to catch me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock. Normally, I would shoot the show early in the morning. Sometimes I shoot it the night before, but it'll broadcast at 5 o'clock. You can bet that. So, to all my good friends on YouTube, UncleLuke.tv. Hey, look, if you're not on my YouTube page, go over there and like, share, subscribe. I got all kind of shit on there, man. You see videos, you can see all kind of stuff that I had on there, stuff, old school stuff, new school stuff. We're gonna add more stuff to it. But go to YouTube, UncleLuke.tv. You'll see a variety of things on there. Also, if you're on Twitter, X, you can follow me over there, Uncle Luke Real One. You can follow me on Instagram, Uncle Luke Real One. You can follow me on my Facebook fan page. And then TikTok, Uncle Luke 305 over there. They haven't given me a blue check. I don't know how to get that. Maybe Glow will help me out with that situation. But let me just say this, man. I love coming on here talking to you guys. And I hope you all had a great holiday. Now, hey, build up your money. Christmas getting ready to come. I know the economy is all fucked up. Be real smart with your money. Be real smart with your money. Then you, after Christmas, you know what's coming after Christmas. A brand new year, the New Year's, then after New Year's, hey, kids need to get some new shit going to school and all that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good time for the rest of the holidays. Maybe I'll see you hanging out or something like that. But I want to leave y'all with this. Y'all got to hear this again, boy. This fucking Florida A&M marching band, it is so beautiful. I need y'all to hear this again before I check out.
Concert band permission.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you have a great weekend. As always, it's something else just came in while I was sitting on here that I did not know about. It is hard for me to get it up right now. Let me see if I can get this shit up some kind of way. It is, it's something. This is some breaking news shit right here. This is some breaking news shit. Let me see if I can some kind of way get it up. And if I can't, then I'm gonna let you guys go. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this up. This is definitely, I don't think I can get it up. But basically, what happened was, it was an incident that took place at the Ole Miss game. Some of you guys may be familiar with it, where a reporter called Lane Kiffin a hoe, and he stepped to him and said, "Oh, you want to call me a hoe? I'm gonna show you how this shit gonna go." Go to my Twitter. I just retweeted it. It is insane. I retweeted it. Go to my Twitter. You can see it on my page, Uncle Luke Real One. But that's my motherfucking coach. That is my fucking coach, Lane Kiffin. Fuck that. See, I only hang out with real recognize real. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. I love you all. Y'all have a great time. Peace, love, and like Walter Cronkite used to say all the time, may the good news be yours.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Carisha gonna bring that Uncle Lou back.